All right, so I'm using DaVinci Resolve 9. Trying to do a test. So when you first come in, you're faced with these admin, I guess, or you can create your own login. So I just created my own username, password, email. It's all based on the database, so that's another reason. It keeps your settings and everything like that on there. So I'm just going to hit login, and I'm going to put my password in that I created. All right. So then I have a couple of sessions here. My first session I was working on, and I have a default project. So we're going to just create a new session. All right. I'm sorry, a new project. Sessions are in, grading sessions are in the DaVinci Resolve thing. So we're going to call this second session, one timeline. All right. So first thing when you come in, you see this, it looks like, okay, strange, but it reminds me of color because it has the rooms or the steps that you go left to right in a linear fashion. All right. So what you first need to do before you have to get stuff in here, go into preferences, and then you have to really add volumes to here. So what I did, I had show all mounted volumes in the library, so that automatically shows this is a hard drive connected to there, and then footage that I have on the hard drive. I just hit this plus button, and then once I hit the plus button, I just go to the directory. So, and then once you hit that, it's going to make you, you won't see them until you restart Resolve again, and you'll see it there. So let's go to my hard drive, external hard drive here. It's USB, so it may be a little slow. I'm on a MacBook Pro, by the way, and let's just see some footage. I have a lot of footage here, and let's see what I have here. I want some high quality footage, not ProRes. And once I pull the footage, you'll see how we get it in there. All right, so I'm going to use this clip right here. I like this clip because it has the person, unless it has color, a lot of color in it, and it's going to show how we can adjust the colors a lot. Alrighty, either that clip or let's just see this clip. Nah, we will use, let's see. Okay, that's 50 seconds. Actually, let's use this one because they're closer. And they're walking. And I see it's 50 seconds down. So all we're going to do, we can do one of two things. We can right click on it. And we see, once we hit right click, I can add it into the medium pool. Extract audio, reveal and finder, delete permanently. So we're just going to add it into the media pool right here. Or I can drag it down. So once it's in the media pool, it's in the folder. Now I can go, it's in, add bins, they're like folders and things like that. So let's go. It shows all of the time code, all of the other stuff, audio channels, shows where it is, a frame rate, the codec. I'm trying to use all the time the H.264 when I'm grading. It's the last part of the process. So let's go there. And let's try one more clip here just because it's close up. And actually, no, we won't use that clip. Let's see if we can use a young lady sitting down because she is kind of dark on one of these shots. So we're going to put one more clip on here. I'm just trying to make sure it is a short one. All right, that's a good one right here. It's short. So let's just drag that down to media pool. All right, next thing we're going to do is a conform. And once we do conform, you see the things here. You'll see when it's sort of like Final Cut Pro 7 or Adobe Premiere CS6, you'll see the preview, and then they call this the source, and this is the master what's on the timeline. So I move here, it moves the timeline down. You see the two clips there, down there automatically. So there's a couple things some people do. They go under here to create another timeline, call it empty timeline. So we can call this, let's just call this test 1, empty timeline. Then I can actually, let's see if I can drag these things to the timeline. There it is. Insert selected clips to timeline. Insert clips. Now, I don't know if I can do it in and out. Let's try. Remember, I'm very new to this program, so let's just see if I can do it in, I. Let's see if I can do it O, out, just like any other things. And then let's see if I can insert this into the timeline. And I know if I right click on here, I can insert selected clip into the timeline. Let's see. Okay, it took the whole timeline here. I think if I do this, one of these buttons right here, over right click and insert clip to the timeline. There it is. So right here, insert clip. So it just took that clip right there to the timeline, and then I can move it out. Then I can go here, and then this clip right here. Let's look what Melissa has here. So we will insert this clip to the timeline as well. Let's just insert this entire clip by clicking there. Alright, so once I inserted these clips into the timeline, they're just playing just for grading. So that's just her sitting there. Let's see if she looks up here. Okay, we're just going back and forth. Okay, so next we're going to go to the all-important thing while we're here. And then see, we have the master timeline. That's with everything on there. Then we have our sub-timeline right here. So it's 27 seconds, let's see. And our master shows frames, duration, frames per second, offline video. You can also, if I had offline video, I can put that on here. So let's go here to color. Our all-important thing is why we're here. Color. So we can go here. We can click right here, and it's a node-based system. So DaVinci is a node-based system, and to make an adjustment, first thing I'm going to do is add a node. And once I add a node, I can do things like the luminance and still move the stuff on the timeline. So let's look right here. We'll have both of them in the shot for a couple of seconds. And then if we're going to do something, let's make it larger, right? So now these are all ganged together. So I don't want them all ganged, so what I'm going to do is click on the curves button. See if I get there. There we go. And this little button right here, gang custom curves, it's a tiny button right here. So a lot of these things you can adjust. So her dress is orange. Let's take the intensity down. So let's do an S curve. Okay, just a little bit there. Luminance, and take that down some. Got some green in there. Also, we have a regular three-way color corrector that you're used to. There's something called a log that you can do the shadows, the midtones. His face is really red, so we're going to fix that. Let's take this intensity down. So his face doesn't look really, really red. So we also need to see our monitor. So I know there's a way to see the monitors. I'm just not sure. See video scopes, 1 up, 2 up, and should be able to see the monitors. So I'll figure that one out because you can't really do good color correction without the monitors, and I know they're on here. I'm just not sure right now where they are. So okay, that's just our preferences. It says use keyboard layout for DaVinci for Final Cut Pro 10. If I want to do any editing, that's a good thing to know. Audio, enable audio, general workflow. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this program. So as we see, we're just gonna make some color corrections here. Alrighty, and then we're gonna go back, and then we're gonna add another node, or I do Option S. Alright, so once I add another node, I'm going to make it larger again. And the benefit of adding nodes are that I can always go back and delete a node if I see a weird color going on. Alright, so next, after I finish that one, I'm going to go to version 1 of her. Now I can always go here and then version 1 and load another version. So I'm going to go version 1 of Melissa. With that, Option S, add node. Alright, let's just reset that. One thing I did know is that you can do, you have a gallery here. And all of the looks that they have that come shipped with it, DaVinci. And you can see bright diffuse, cross diffusion. These are diffuse, desaturated tint. I can just throw that under project memories. High contrast, black and white if I like that. Look at all the skin colors, misty. Old school, let's put that there. Warm monotone. Let's just put the skin looks here. Alright, so I can go back to color. Then what I can do, to see, I can just right click on that and then I can hit add correction and play that. And you see how it looks. And I can see how the nodes come up and everything like that. Alright, let's just see how this works. Track. So if I needed some extra stuff here, not that I ever wanted her to look like that. So let's go back to the gallery. Let's try the black and white and play memory. And then let's add correction. Alright, so that's way too. Let's just delete that node right there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and add a new node. Add serial node. And then we'll add one more. That's just our starting point. We'll add one more. And then we will do our own thing with our own way 3-way color corrector. A gamma. I really like the midtones. Really like adjusting midtones. You can really see the difference right around here. Alright, so once you get your look, it's time to do what? We have to render it. Last thing we're going to do, so I'm just going to, this look, not the greatest look right now, but I'm just going to leave it just for show. We're going to hit deliver. We have both of our looks here. We have her here, the look. Alrighty. I'm going to make it audio, QuickTime, easy setup. Codec is QuickTime 4 MPEG video. That's fine. Alright, so once we're ready to go, I'm going to render this job, and let's see if we can save this as a setup. We're going to just leave all of the settings there. QuickTime MPEG 4 video, We're going to make it a QuickTime H.264 video, and then we'll leave it as 1920. We could do 1440 by 1080, 720p, NTSC, or customize if we wanted to. So, but we're going to leave it 1920. Compression, we're going to render the audio. And then, most important place, we have to say where to put it. So, we need to put it, I just, in my file browser, went to desktop, and you'll just have to load your file structure, and then you'll go to there. And once you do that, you can name it or just call it a number. Use source file name, or use custom name prefix if you want. Use file name 8 digits. So I can use source file name, but I'm just going to name it color grade. I'm going to name it the suffix chip. It's 8 number digits, and you can burn in this text color grading with DaVinci Resolve. All right, I'm going to burn that in. Go down, make sure everything is right. Make sure I have audio on there. Hit add job. It says a folder already exists. It's for my overwrite existing clips. Continue. That's fine. I don't mind. So it's queued, and then I'm going to do what we all love to do in the editing world. Hit the start render button. So I'm on a MacBook Pro, and it's going to take a little while to render. So we'll let this render, and then come back to see the final result.